Welcome to the 105th 300 workout after a 2 weeks rest. Yours truly, Adrian h.a.dragan, becoming Dragon Zero, is back in business. Although I didn't fully rest 2 weeks, didn't sleep all the 2 weeks, but did some cardio, did some marching for world peace here in Hawk Island, Montreal. We're still in the red zone. COVID is, of course, increasing every day. Today is November 17, 2020. It is day 353 into the World War III scenario or so. We will be doing 100 push-ups, 100 squats, and 100 hawks. This 300 workout started last year. It is a perfect workout for these times. A symmetrical workout, a workout that will increase your strength, stamina, cardio. Start marching. 3 steps back, 3 steps forward, 3 steps to the left, 3 steps to the right, and that will increase your fitness. Get yourself something to hydrate with and something to wipe your sweat off with. My recommendation is for every 300, a bottle of water like this. A bottle of water like this. 710 milliliters. Do strongly recommend you drink one during the performance of the exercise. 100 squats, 100 hawks, 100 push-ups. Stretch before commencing all your bodily limbs. A little bit of stretching, 5-minute warm-up before we start into it. I will be doing reps, that is sets of 10 reps for each. Right here in my room, office, and temple was added a 4th dimension to that trinity that is converting this space into a gymnasium. Have lost 70 pounds. I'm around 205. I was 205 yesterday, but marched last night for 3.5 hours, so could be down 2 or 3 pounds, and not eaten anything yet. Anyways, lost 70 pounds. Exercising, working out, training has been, is, and will continue to be the medicine of choice for me, for yours truly, and I believe it is for many. That's why since day one I have been advocating and still am calling for the mass financing of my brothers and sisters, citizens of Montreal, Canada, North America, and for that matter the world, to be mass financed to work out, train, and exercise. Specifically, I'm calling on my brothers and sisters who have been blessed since 1984 to make tremendous financial gains in the sports industry, NFL, NHL, NBA, MLB, European sports leagues. Of course, our civilization has enabled athletes to be prominent and to make millions of dollars in reward, financial reward. I love American football, love gymnastics, love boxing. First and foremost, love dancing. And dancing is a combat sport. That's where the Dragon Empire goes hand in hand with the dancing goddess. Empire's mission, vision, and philosophy to attain harmony between the development of civilization and nature, as the Dragon Empire calling for the creation of an integrated citizen social security force in order to secure the 3 elements of civilization, or 3 elements that are known to be pillars of civilization, that is food, housing, and transport. Transport to a certain extent, inner city, rural, urban, for people to be able to volunteer to go do their shopping needs or other needs. In transportation, not asking everybody to be flown by the Crew Dragon to the ISS here yet, but anyways, food, housing, and transport, three elements that I know to be crucial for civilization, and especially in times of COVID. Now, in a parallel, providential, paradoxical way, when I've started my first 300 workout, this is the 105th 300 workout, 105, have thought of create a workout program, a training program that would go hand in hand with a crisis as severe as a World War III crisis. And based on historical events that had transpired up to that date, mainly the US-China trade war and the arrest of Meng Wanzhou by Canadians, us Canadians here, little brother to USA. Far down New York, we got two oceans, two coasts. One ocean, the Atlantic, one ocean, the Pacific, and we only have a border with the United States of America. Myself, I'm a spiritual teaching student, and you know that I've been an American born in the USA twice in past lives. So I hope my message reaches across these borders clearly and powerfully and strongly and enough to have a concordia, make comprehension, an understanding, an alliance to secure North America. These food, housing, and transport by the integration of the citizens with the armed forces and the security forces, and respectively the army and the police, by the creation of the Dragon Army, aka the International Citizen Social Security Force, which will have to oversee locally, nationally, internationally the securitization of the three elements of civilization: housing, food, and transport. And as I've said, when COVID began 93 days after my scenario, in an eerie parallel way, I said this is the perfect workout regimen. Of course, while we integrate the cardio, we march and we never stop in between each exercise and setting. You can imagine yourself being in a citizen soldier, defensive or offensive position to defend and to secure the perimeter. Each dragon should have a secure perimeter that is space, for example, XYZ kilometers or square miles for each dragon unit to secure their area of food, housing, and transport. That being said, my mission is for world peace. That being stated, my message to the leaders of the free world is simple. Drop down and give Dragon 10 push-ups. We'll start with some squats. Squats, 10, let's go. Mark and march. 10 squats. We mark and we march. In between each exercise, about a minute, could be 30 seconds minimum, and you can be, depending how long you want to stretch it. However, the condition to be a dragon peacekeeping soldier of the Dragon Army is you have to be able to perform the 300 under 93 minutes, 1 second, and 1/3 of a second. So you can stretch it, integrate the cardio more, less, but nonetheless, we integrate the cardio. 3 steps back, 3 steps forward, to the left, or to the right, in a circle, in a square. And now we'll be performing some hawks. So the hawk, you are the hawk, your body is the hawk, your arms are your hawk wings, and you propel your body to the sky. You fly like a hawk, meaning like a ballerina. You propel your body up by going on the toes, on the feet. So you work your ankles, your feet, and you do like this. This is a hawk. Hawk. You go on the toes as much as you can. I'm touching a bit above here. 10. Good job. 10. Mark and march. See, I'm feeling all 2 weeks rest was good, but didn't rest completely. Integrated cardio. That is continuing with the cardio. Mark and march. Next, push-ups. I'll be changing my, otherwise I bump it into the ground. I suggest you do the same. Hydrate. Push-ups. 10. Let's go. Drop down. Give me 10. Oh, that was good. Good job. Mark and march. Let's change a little bit of the setting of my office, room, and temple, which has a fourth dimension of being a gymnasium, the Dragon Gym. Get ready, we're gonna do some squats again. The 300 is for these times and for maintaining and building strength, overall fitness, overall cardio. The 300 workout, because we integrated cardio, is symmetrical for the body, proportional development in increasing strength and maintaining strength and fitness. Once you've reached your goal, then you can increase how many you do per week. 300s. I've done 7 in a row was my max, but afterwards was really sore. Let's go squats. 10. I'll do one more. Good job. Squats. Mark and march. The dragon flag banner. Ready? Let's do some hawks. So hawk with me. Fly high to the sky. Let's go. On the toes, high. One more. Good job. Mark and march. Get ready for push-ups. 10. Now, drop down, push them up. Go. That was more like 13 push-ups, but we'll mark it down as 10 nonetheless. March 37 seconds, squats. 300 workout, Unity, Paradox, Providence, and that parallels the COVID-19 crisis is my integration to go hand in hand with the workout of the World War III scenario. The scenario was of course a surprise attack by North Korea and China on North America after a stock market crash that triggered a global financial collapse, of which three main dates was the Halloween crash 2019. This is a fictitious scenario, of course. Then this global financial collapse November 6th, and then November 17th in the timeline of the scenario. November 17th, the surprise attack. November 17th to 18. So now in the scenario timeline, the third phase begins, and the Trinity's leap in a few weeks in the fourth dimension. And of course the third phase has been after the decimation of the two-thirds, that is two-thirds fraction. It's more than 65% of global food supply sources and global food production by World War III. So that's the timeline of the scenario. And of course let's go. Squats, 10. One more. Good job, Mark and March. Let's go, Hawks. 10, fly high. Good job. Get ready for push-ups. push-ups. 10. Ready for some squats. It's 10 squats. Down we go. Let's go. Squat, squat. Good job. Keep marching. Mark and march. Three steps back, 3 steps forward, or 5 or 6. Think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left, right, square, circle, horizontally, vertically integrated cross. That is lunar and solar in harmony. That is the sun is in harmony with the moon. Hawk. 10. Hawk, hawk. Hawk. Good job. It's hawk, hawk. Mark and march. Hydrate need be. I'm gonna take the liberty to hydrate. Get ready for push-ups. Get ready for push-ups. 10. Push-ups. 10. Let's go. More like 13, but mark it as 10. Good job. Mark and march. Ready for some squats. Squats. 10. Drop down. Let's go. Squats. One more. Good job. Good job. Mark and march. Mark and march. Get ready for hawks. Let's go. Hawk, hawk. Fly high. That's 10. Good job. Mark and march 37 seconds, then we do 10 push-ups. Switch if you wear a cap, so I'm bumping to the ground. Ready for some push-ups. Push-ups, 10. Good job. Mark and march. Ready for some squats. Squats, 10. One more. Good job. Mark and march. Hydrate. Need be. Surely do so. Get ready for hawks. Fly high. A little hawk with me. 10. Ah, good job. Hawk. Mark and march 42 seconds, then push-ups 10. Switcheroo. Push-ups 10. Good job, mark and march. Get ready for some squats. Let's go squats. One more. One more. Be 10, I think it's 13, but do it, do it. Good job, mark and march. 42 seconds. Ready for some hawks. Ready, hawk. 10. Just 10 is not. Good job. March. Wipe off sweat. Get ready for push-ups. 10 in number. You ready? I'm gonna do push-ups 10. Now, 10 push-ups. Drop down, push-ups. More like 13, but we're gonna mark it as 10. Mark and march. Good job, keep it up. Keep it up. Get ready for some squats, but first, now hydrate a little bit. See, almost a full bottle like that. Squats 10. It will be finished by the time we finish the 300. If that's 10, if not, that one will be mark and march. Mark and march. Get ready for some hawks. Ready for some hawks. Hawk 10. One more. Good job. Mark and march. Get ready for push-ups. March 37 seconds. Push-ups. 10. Good job. Mark and march. March about 50 seconds. Drop down and give me 10 squats. The 300, 100 squats, 100 push-ups, 100 hawks. That trinity of exercises, 100 reps of each, for each. Plus the fourth dimension, integrating the cardio, makes this a perfect, symmetrical, excellent workout system. That will increase your fitness, strength, agility, cardio. The more you do it. Of course, at one point you're gonna peak. You have to increase the numbers, but you get a minimum of 3 per week. Stabilize there, and then play between 3 to 5, and sometimes 6. Excellent. Squats 10. One more. Mark and march. Mark and march. Get ready for hawks. Hawks. Hawks 10. Fly high. That's 10. One more. Good job. Mark and march. March 42 seconds. We drop down 4 push-ups. Hydrate, wipe off sweat. Need be. Get ready for push-ups. Horizontally, vertically integrated cross that is solar and lunar harmonized. Push-ups 10. Good job. I think that was more like 13, but we're gonna mark it as 10. Mark and march. It's great to work out. 2 weeks semi-rest because did some cardio, did some marching last week, a few hour marches. So it wasn't a complete rest, meaning that I did cardio, kept cardio. It deals with some illness, sickness, malaise, but wasn't a COVID symptom. It was my body being cleansed, being like purified, being almost distilled, like a distillation, for lack of a better word. That's what it felt like. Maybe my blood's wine, maybe now, who knows. That'll be cool. Dragon wine. Squats, 10. That's 10 already, but with this one and this one, this will be 13, but we'll mark it as 10. Good job. Good job. And with that, squats completed. 100 squats. Let me double count. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 squats completed. March 37 seconds or 42 or 50. And get back at it again. Hawk time. Get ready for some hawks. Fly to the sky. Open your wings. Hawk. Let's go hawks. 10. Hawks completed. Let me double count. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. March 50 seconds or 42 or 37 seconds. The last 10 push-ups, and that's the 300. It's gotta be 300. It's not the 250, not the 277, not the 299. It's the 300. I missed the count. I'm gonna make sure I do 1 or 2 or 3 extra, just to make sure I make the count. This is the 300 workout. Perfect for these times, COVID. Again, phase 3 beginning for the next 3 months, 93 days. I'll be doing combat simulation, leading the Dragon Army to secure food, housing, and transport. And of course we have, this is of course in the fictitious scenario, but the real life I'm asking of course for the creation and the securitization and the for food, housing, and transport in real life. But since in the scenario yearly parallels the providential paradoxical way COVID-19 by just 3 months or so, and I began in October, right? And in January, COVID started spreading worldwide, globally. So 3 months later, after my World War III scenario, COVID-19 manifested. People got sick and ill. And February 20, the stock market crash began and is ongoing. The global economic financial impact of COVID-19. So brothers and sisters, again, we're gonna do push-ups again. Then last 10. 10 push-ups, and that is 100. Let me double check the count. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And with that, brothers and sisters, is a pen to marking. Concludes the 105th 300 workout. Of course, these 3 months winter, I'm gonna try to do as many as I can. This week, of course, I'm gonna try to do at least one more, and then try to do more since I took 2 weeks off. Last one was October 29th, still in Scorpio month, but sometimes transformations, great ones, and with some pain, some suffering, some destruction, if you will. Scorpio transforms, but also, of course, in the Pluto, darkness, the waters must be, of course, fertilized also by the sun. Brothers and sisters, the 105th workout, 300 workout. Its last one was 104th, October 29th. This is November 17th, so we'll aim to do 1 or 2 more this week. Again, I'm calling for the creation of the International Citizen Social Security Force, aka the Dragon Army, to secure 3 elements of civilization that I know to be pillars, especially in these COVID times and for the future. Those 3 elements are food, housing, and transport. To a certain extent, not for us to be flown into the International Space Station by Elon Musk's Dragon spacecraft here, but nonetheless, between the rural and the urban and big metropolis island like mine, Montreal, Hawk Island, which is 3.7 million people, sometimes I need to take a bus and a metro and another bus just to reach another point in the island, or to go to work, or to go to do something, have an appointment. Last time I had to take 1 bus, a metro and a bus. So that's what I'm referencing. In big cities, it's of course similar. Again, the creation of a global currency that I'm calling to be a dual currency, one where all have food, housing, and transport secure. To secure the 3 for justice and freedom, then people will be encouraged to volunteer, keep hygiene, to work out, exercise, and train, which has been, is, and will continue to be medicine of choice for me. That is my medicine of choice, working out, training, and exercising. Of course, it can be for others. It is for many others. Sometimes all we need is a little incentive, a little check. I have to admit, I'm financially stressed and rock bottom this Scorpio month. Debt 10,000, minus 400, minus 500 at the bank. I've got $22 to survive for the 2 weeks of November. 22, maybe 31. I have to check. There's I might have 31 bucks to last me for 2 weeks left of November. So stressed financially. That stated when I began the scenario, of course, World War III food security was an issue, and remember there was cans of sardines where I was eating one after the workouts, because I said I'm going to share my knowledge, my skill, my love, my energy with people to safeguard and fight against the invading armies that invaded North America. In the scenario, of course, it's China, North Korea, and paradoxically, I have to state that I'm an advocate of peaceful, cordial relations with China, Sino-North American good relations. However, it has been deteriorating. I wasn't a leader making decisions. This is how I'm just a citizen again. So, if you want to consult on the scenario and how eerie it is, paradoxical that it resembles the COVID-19, that's another issue. Nonetheless, I'm a struggling citizen, independent artist, athlete, activist, who's adds a fourth dimension to that trinity of being a universal spiritual teaching student. And my spiritual teaching, which is relevant and central to the dancing goddess empire and to the dragon empire, is that everything that we eat is made, produced, and created by the dance of the goddess, the goddess and goddess with a brother, the sun. And that's why you see the priestess symbolizing the goddess that dances with the sun right there. That's the symbolic priestess, goddess, representative, goddess that dances with her brother, the sun. Again, I'm calling on the creation, of course, of this international integrated social security force to secure food, housing, and transport. I'm also calling, of course, on what I call debt refusion, so that we achieve this, securing food, housing, and transport. Again, transport to a certain extent. Calling, of course, for the creation of a global currency by the remission of debt, preferably a digital one, since you see biometrics, science, nature, God, goddess, call it what you will, it doesn't change that. It is what it is. Our hand has unique biometrics. Our eye has unique biometrics, that is, marks, or each fingerprint is unique to each citizen of planet Earth. Each eye retina, the retina of the eye, is unique to all 7.7 billion people in the world, as is the hand. That's called biometrics, a more technical term. So by those, and the voice as well. All the voice mind changes. For example, when I read to kids, I haven't done it in a while because of COVID. I stopped last year, but it's something I love doing as volunteering and I want to do again. Of course, change my voice with a story, make voices that seem a bit like the animals or what have you, you know, to bring them some joy and stuff. And so our voice is not always the same, but nonetheless, it can be those three, 2 out of 3 or 2 together, and to have that global currency by the hand, in order to, of course, facilitate buying and selling after the food, housing, and transport is secure for all. Encourage people to work out, volunteer, train, offer massages. So pleasure and recreation is very important for mind, body, and spirit. I'm an advocate of wellness. I'm struggling myself, so I haven't achieved peak happiness or joy or wellness, but through these blood, sweat, and tears in these past 3 years, 18 months, more than 18 months, losing 70 pounds, I've discovered that there's, for me at least, there's joy and strength, and it brings me joy and makes me feel better right away if I feel moody or whatever, to deal with the issues that I'm facing. Working out, training, and exercising has been, will be, and is the medicine of choice for yours truly. That being stated, for world peace, h.a.Dragan, independent citizen, athlete, activist, and artist, who adds a 4th dimension to that trinity of being a universal spiritual teacher, loves you, and join the dragon army and the dragon empire.